Please welcome our next speaker to the stage in the senior competition tonight, Haniel George from Heathdale Christian College.
Joan of Arc, Martin Luther King Jr., Malala Yousafzai, Ruby Bridges. Names history never forgot and never will. Why? Well, they all dared to be different. They took a chance to show their uniqueness to the world and stood up for what they believed in. Good evening all. My name's Haniel George from Heathdale Christian College, and I'm here to talk about daring to be different. I mean, daring to be yourself. We've all grown to unconsciously follow peer pressure. What a group of people say or believe in is definitely correct. Continuously thinking to ourselves that, yes, what they're doing is right, or what they're saying is true, without asking ourselves if we have another opinion. When a person dares to be different, they have the courage and strength to stand up for what they believe is morally right. You can't make a difference until you dare to be different. When a person does this, it means they're making room for their creativity. They can understand that they will always be different from others, for no two people in this world are the same. When you dare to be different, you stand out from the crowd and make your mark in the world. So many people in our history have proven this to be true. So allow me to take you back in time, to meet a girl much younger than you and I, who had dared to be different. On the 14th of November, 1960, an African-American child stepped into an all-white primary school for the first time ever. Ruby Bridges was 6 years old on her first day at William Franz. But who would have thought a child as young as her would be flanked by 4 federal agents? Instead of a welcoming group of people at the front gates, hostile protesters jeered and shouted at her to leave, holding up ruthless signs with death threats and saying things like, "All I want for Christmas is a clean, white school." Many parents pulled their children out, and nearly all staff refused to teach her. Except one, Barbara Henry. She stood by Bridges and was her teacher for the first year. Of course, things changed over time, and Ruby lit up the path for children like her to have a chance. Her and her family had dared to be different by taking a step to change, but they weren't the only ones in this story. Her teacher, Barbara Henry, also did so. She taught Bridges when no one else would. She dared to be different when no one else would. This is the perfect example and proof that when people say impossible, they usually mean improbable. As a student, when you want to challenge yourself, don't be afraid. Go for it. That's where great leaders are born. Great minds are born. Joan of Arc, who stopped at nothing to help her country when it needed her. Martin Luther King Jr., who spoke for equal rights though many tried to silence him. Malala Yousafzai, who was the voice for so many young girls who did not have one. These people inspire us to believe in ourselves. They inspire us to achieve our goals. So I dare you to embrace who you are. Acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses and let people know you have them. I dare you to stop comparing. Around 90% of females and 65% of males compare themselves based off of people in social media. People who hide behind filters and cover themselves in Photoshop. I dare you to love yourself. This means having the courage to silence opinions or standards. To be different is to take a chance. To be different is to show your creativity. To be different is to be yourself. So I dare you to be different. I dare you to go out there and be yourself. Show people who you are and what you're capable of. Show them whatever makes you, you. Thank you.